Welcome everyone, it's Fish Drigmar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. Yes, Raid Shadow Legends. So, the time has come to start cleaning up the mess that is my two accounts. Starting with Tag Arena. We're going to be alternating back and forth between the two modes. Between one kind of quest and another kind of quest. So we're going to do 5 of these. And some of these believe it or not, all of these are required for daily maintenance. But the most important thing we got to do, this guy's got to go on his final journey to 60 so I can start throwing him in content. As it sounds nuts, until you can wrap your mind around what these guys are used for, and that it all comes together. So, we're going to start preparing more sacrifices. So to do that, we're going to need to start consolidating our food again. This sounds like an easy task until you realize how much food we actually have just sitting around doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. So once you figure that out, like food that is already pre-leveled but is not there, like it's not being used at all. All this pre-leveled food, you know? It's a bit of a tragedy. In fact, I might just deal with that other stuff just to get my inventory cleaned. Now, this may sound like a matter of no significance until you realize alright, so who are we going to put in there? Her, maybe not her. Definitely that. Maybe that. 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 Alright. I don't have that much silver to destroy anyway. Alright. Let's move on. Put you in there. And our attack with that guy. Okay, let's just do that. Because the problem is Akoth needs to rise up. And I will run out of time to level him and Miscreated Monster being the more important one, if I don't start leveling them now. That's just the reality of it. Fighting through the campaign. You know what? Let's do it like that. As there's a triage here. And the real thing we're going to be missing out at is helping him out. We gotta start funneling it with the Bannerlords. That's for the new 6-star. He's going to reach level 50 and then get above that. I think I'm going to... Yeah, we only have 3 hours left on that. He's already 60, but Miscreated isn't. Oh, and neither is that lady. Oh, I am in a crux right now. This isn't good. This is not good. I'm in a bind, man. I guess I'm just gonna raise this guy up and a piece of food to go with it. So I said I always wanted Miscreated Monster, and guess what we have now? Miscreated Monster. Oh, the humanity of it, though. I have to work so hard to get this guy 60, but I suppose I should do it. Because then I have to decide who's going to fall through the cracks. You know, while this is happening. If only it was like Elder Scrolls and when he hit level 50, he suddenly rises up to 60 or whatever. But no, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. Doesn't work like that. There's no global, it gets to 60 in this game. So you have to make your choices. You have to make your choices on who gets to where. Because I only got 3 hours on it, which sounds like a long time, but the reality of the matter is it's very short in terms of leveling characters. Because it actually takes a long time to level a character. It definitely does. And if you need evidence of just how bad it gets, there's a reason why there's a bunch of champs back here that are going to need a lot of leveling during next CVC, and that's going to take me, what, several hours to accomplish, minimum. It's one thing to make a 6-star. It's another to get them to 60. Like, I'm probably going to have to run the entire gauntlet just to get this guy to 60. Which sounds insane until you can wrap your head around just what it actually takes. Because in the end, the sacrifice actually required is pretty nasty. Because I'm trying to prepare for the next, for him and the next generation of 6-stars. I mean, Miscreated Monster's a good champ. He's just not the absolute best champ. Like, he's not this guy. He's not Mashald, for instance. He's not Mashald level. For what Mashald does, Mashald is S plus tier. I'd say Miscreated Monster's like maybe S tier, maybe A plus because of his cooldowns and you have to book it. But Mashald is S plus. Like, he is in a category almost by himself. He's that crap powerful. But Game is like, no, you won't have a champ that good. No, you can't. Can't have that champ. You're not good enough to have that champ. I'm hoping I can get one of those other decent legendary. Like a Trundo would be nice. Or Brogni, or any of that other stuff. Or Kyuku. One of those. Clan Boss Protectors would be great at this point. Besides Miscreated Monster. Miscreated Monster I think is okay, Clan Boss Protector, but not as good as full team block damage or full team unkillable. Full team block damage or full team unkillable is like go mode for Clan Boss on any of these accounts. It's go mode. Like almost. Like, yeah, I have a Demetha on the other one, and yes, technically I could make go mode out of it, but if I get 2 block damage or so, or a block damage plus unkillable, it's total go mode. Like, that's it. You've made my day. But the game just hasn't done it for me yet. Just hasn't. The game's like, no. No, I won't give that to you. I'll just give you the 1 block damage on that account, and you're just going to have to work around it. And here I'll give you no block damage, and you're going to have to work around that. And I'm like, wonderful. At this point, I can't be afraid of spending energy fuel. Time is the thing. The time is literally the hardest resource when it comes to fighting this out. I know it sounds nuts, but just bear with me. Time and silver are the 2 harshest resources to come by when it comes to leveling characters. Like, how much time do you have on your boost, and how much time in a day do you have to play the game? And deal with these mushrooms and these goat men and... Keep it going. I want to check something real quick on him. You can go down 2 turns. If only I could melt these into those, because I got 40 rare books. Oh. Well, that's embarrassing. Epic book is a reward all the way down there. Of course they want to sell me them. Of course they do. Of course they do. Alright, I've made my decision. We're gonna basically all in on this. Let's keep it going. I still want a man-eater, man. If I can get a man-eater one day, that would make my day. Literally. Or another Demetha, but I don't know. Like, either one. Either one of those. If I could get another Demetha, especially if I could get 2 of them on the other account, that would be great. That would just fix the whole thing. But will she appear again? Will Man-Eater appear again? Who knows? Who the hell knows at this point? Because I sure as heck don't. I sure as heck don't know. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm funneling the XP into him. Because I know that continuously farming food today is not going to be the... It's not going to be the way we're going to have to go about this. Because we're out of time. So we got to do the triage here. And the triage states that we just need to keep leveling him. And try to get some more epic books while we're at it. Which is not going to be easy to do. Now, I could do Bommel, but the problem with doing Bommel right now is that Bommel is going to take an inordinate amount of time. Time I don't have. So what I'm going to do is a bit of a compromise. I'm going to make it past the Dark Elves. I mean the High Elves. You can tell I haven't had a lot of sleep. Make it past the High Elves, and then we gotta go do Bommel. Not Bommel. Scarab. I hate that boss so much. That's going to be the compromise. Because one thing is certain. We are not going to make it to the end of... We're not going to make it probably to 60. We're going to end up having to use potions to get him to 60. Going to be blunt. But I want to try to get as close as I can over there. So we've finished our daily. We still need to unlock things. Now we could do this of a single affinity. Maybe void. But do we have enough of void to get this done? That's the question. Do we? That. We may have to use Demetha. Or Godseeker. I'm thinking Godseeker in case we get outspeeded. Which I'm assuming might happen. That's what I predicted. But at least we got that. But I got a plan, a revenge plan. See, my Void squad isn't that good. But what if? What if I use my traditional squad? Which is not only faster, but can cut right in. Yep, big deal. That's what I thought. Wow. There we go. Ha! Block buffs, here we go. Boom. So, you might be asking, as we clear this, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to take out this scarab. It's time to send him to heck? You thought that wouldn't be enough material to make an episode, huh? Thought wrong, didn't you? Didn't you? Yours. We're going to want to put that, and then there's someone with a mower or a vacuum cleaner. Or a mixture of both. I can't tell which. We're going to want to start chunking that max health down. I'd go the whole shield route, but I want something faster to kill it with. Because the problem I have now is not clearing it. It's clearing it in time. That's my problem. And the more resistance you have, the less likely it's going to provoke you, by the way. Pro tip. In fact, we don't need Yannicka alive. All we really need is these two. Because all we need to do is break that spectral horror barrier. By any means. I'm just gonna kill it now. Because I've had it with this boss. Gotcha. Now let's just go for it. And then I'll run an auto climb afterwards. All this is for energy fuel. Energy fuel is something that I have a large problem with on this account. It's because I do have a problem with it, I've got to fix that. And the only way to really fix it is by doing stuff to mine it from any source, including, but not limited to, Doom Tower. And then I can run the rest of it on an auto basis and get some gems as well. Later on. Because unfortunately for me, although I get more bars on here, it's so much harder now that this place is an actual defense, because what that does is that makes it so I have to deal with these other nut bars constantly. Like, everything is rougher with that. Really. Okay. We'll have to chug through the rest of that later. Unless, here's what we're going to do. Because I said I was going to do it. I'll get a little closer. I'll get as close as I can. Close as I can stand, anyway. Yeah, I can do it. Almost do it. Let's just start stacking potions on this guy. Because the problem is, I'm going to lose my window to do this. I'm going to lose my window to do this, and I'm going to be very sad. Right. I'm going to lose my window to get this guy 60. See, that's going to get me there, right? That's going to get my miscreated monster where I need him to be, which is 60. Imagine if I could pair this with a Skull Crusher. That would be legendary. Alright, since we're actually close after that, I might add a few luxuries in here. Like her and that guy. Or this lady. Or maybe... Yeah, I'll add a few luxuries in here. These are all champions that got to 6-star but did not make it to 60. Yep. These are all the different ones. Let's try Big Un and see if we can just get him there through that. Because I've got to do triage here. I've got to do damage control and triage. Let's put him against the big guy. Because, yeah, Miscreated Monster is a big deal, and the fact that I don't have him at 60 is a crying shame. Let's get him there. We did it! We did it! Miscreated Monster 60. Let's go. Let's get him a roll in the OK Corral over here. Let's just give him a match here. I know this is not exactly fair because it's a Nishiak or whatever, but it worked. That worked. Let's keep it up. Okay, this is bad in so many ways. I don't see this happening. I underestimated their speed. But let's try here. Oh, he also doesn't res. I think I should put him in a Guardian set. Because it... Oh. You know what? This isn't even going to work. I needed to... This is not going the way I planned. Okay. Let's just do it. Alright, that worked that way. Yeah, good stun there. Alright. I'll take it. I'll take energy fuel even though this account patently does not need it. Alright, that's done. Why did I predict there was the other thing? Okay, well... We did it, but... I still have so many quests, and they changed the client, man. Why'd they have to change the client? What do we got for faction wars? Okay. I think it's time to turn the page. Nah. Oh, I've got an idea. So we fight that. And then the rest of it, we throw in the other stuff. Because here's why. If I do it this way, I miss out on the 5-star glyphs, and I still have a quest for 5-star glyphs. So that's the ultimate problem with doing that. Then we have to check clan quests. Oh boy, I'm glad I checked. Because I nearly did something really bad. Okay, well... Guess what, Reliquary? You're getting a rapid upgrade, Aru. Alright. Because I am not missing out on that clan quest. For any reason. Because those are about to expire. And it would be very sad for me to let that expire. So, now you're like, but you upgraded one Reliquary Tender. Why would you want a second one? Simple. Hydra. Yep, Hydra. Because that's what she's useful for. She's useful for Hydra. Why not? I'm just going to put him in there, and I'm going to call it an episode for now. Yeah,